Hello, Cleveland Browns fans. Let's get straight to the point. The latest news has every fan's heart racing. Stay tuned because we're diving into the changes that are shaping our team and what we can expect in the next steps of this exciting journey. The Cleveland Browns face a critical situation at the quarterback position as they prepare for the upcoming NFL season. The need for change is evident, not only to establish a reliable starter, but also to ensure a backup option who can step in with confidence if needed. This uncertainty has sparked intense debates among analysts and fans, especially following the team's inconsistent performance last season. One of the main issues Cleveland needs to address is the situation with Jameis Winston, whose contract is nearing its end. The decision to retain him or let him go weighs heavily on the team's rebuilding strategy. Additionally, the team must decide the future of Dorian Thompson-Robinson, a young player who has shown potential but also many limitations when given the chance to play. Zach Jackson, a journalist for The Athletic, suggested an interesting destination for Thompson-Robinson, the Las Vegas Raiders. This possibility is based on both technical and personal factors. Thompson-Robinson was born in Las Vegas and played for UCLA under Chip Kelly, who now serves as the Raiders' offensive coordinator. This connection could ease his adaptation to the new tactical system and offer a fresh growth opportunity for his career. Jackson's proposed trade involves a modest exchange, possibly a conditional seventh-round draft pick or a backup player from another position. Such a deal would make sense for both teams. The Browns could free up space for new signings, and the Raiders would add a quarterback familiar with Kelly's system. Last season, Thompson-Robinson had several opportunities to prove his value, but the results were underwhelming. In 7 appearances, including 2 starts, he accumulated 440 passing yards, threw no touchdowns, and suffered 6 interceptions. His completion rate was just 51.7%, numbers that reflect his struggle to adapt to the NFL's competitive level. Over his 2 seasons in the league, Thompson-Robinson has managed only 1 touchdown and 10 interceptions. These stats reinforce the perception that he is not yet ready to take on a prominent role, even as an immediate backup. Given this, the idea of trading him becomes increasingly plausible. To fill this gap, Cleveland must adopt a multifaceted strategy. Signing a veteran quarterback capable of stepping in as a short-term starter would be a sensible move. At the same time, the team could invest in a promising prospect on the second day of the draft, ensuring gradual and sustainable development for the position's future. 2 names stand out as potential reinforcements for the Browns: Shedeur Sanders from Colorado and Cam Ward from Washington State. Both are seen as viable options for the 2nd overall pick in the NFL Draft. Sanders, the son of the legendary Deion Sanders, has demonstrated an impressive combination of accuracy, mobility, and tactical intelligence. Ward, on the other hand, is known for his powerful arm and ability to make quick reads under pressure. Selecting one of these quarterbacks could bring long-term stability to the position, allowing the franchise to focus on addressing other needs during the offseason. With a well-structured plan, the Browns could build a more balanced and competitive roster, capable of contending for playoff spots and, potentially, a conference title. Beyond technical issues, the quarterback market also involves financial considerations. Managing the salary cap will be crucial for enabling key signings and renewals. Moving on from players like Thompson-Robinson could alleviate payroll pressure, creating room for investments in other areas of need. Another factor to consider is locker room chemistry. The presence of an experienced leader at the quarterback position can have a positive impact not only on field performance, but also on team culture. This kind of influence is essential for developing young talent and maintaining a competitive and collaborative environment. Amidst these speculations, it's important to remember that decisions made now will have long-lasting repercussions. The choice of a starting quarterback will define the Browns' offensive identity and directly influence the team's performance in the coming seasons. Therefore, the front office must act with caution, evaluating not only the available options, but also each player's potential for growth and adaptation. Cleveland has a solid foundation in other areas, such as defense and the receiving corps, but without an efficient quarterback, those pieces remain underutilized. Bringing in a player capable of leading the offense with consistency could transform the team into a true title contender. As discussions and negotiations heat up behind the scenes, fans eagerly await decisions. The expectation is that the franchise will take a proactive stance, seeking creative and effective solutions to the issues that have hindered the team's performance. The future of the Cleveland Browns is directly tied to the decisions made in the coming months. The choice of a new quarterback, whether through trades, signings, or the draft, will be pivotal for the team's success. The question remains whether the front office can balance ambition and prudence, building a team capable of competing at a high level and realizing the dreams of its fans. Deshaun Watson's tenure with the Cleveland Browns has been a roller coaster of expectations, controversies, and disappointments, and now it seems to be nearing its end. The quarterback's future with the franchise is increasingly uncertain, and behind-the-scenes movements suggest that significant changes are on the way. According to ESPN's Dan Graziano, there is a strong possibility that the Browns will use their second overall pick in the upcoming NFL Draft to select a new quarterback. Two of the top projected names are Cam Ward from the University of Miami and Shedeur Sanders from Colorado. Both are considered promising and could represent the necessary renewal for the position. In his analysis, Graziano mentioned that there is a significant possibility that Watson has already made his last appearance as a Browns player. The franchise is evaluating its future options for this crucial position. This statement reflects the growing dissatisfaction with Watson's performance and the team's search for viable alternatives. Watson's journey in Cleveland began with high expectations but quickly turned into a story of controversies and frustrations. In 2022, he was acquired in a trade with the Houston Texans, and the Browns invested heavily to bring him in. The contract signed was for 5 years, with a total value of $230 million fully guaranteed, one of the most expensive deals in NFL history. To complete the trade, Cleveland also gave up more than 3 years' worth of first-round draft picks. However, since his arrival, Watson has failed to justify this investment. Beyond his off-field controversies, he faced accusations of sexual misconduct from more than 20 women at the time of the deal. His on-field performance has fallen far short of expectations. Since 2022, he has played in only 19 games, never appearing in more than 7 games in a single season due to a series of injuries. Watson's constant absences due to physical issues have become a major obstacle to the team's stability. The most recent of these, a torn right Achilles tendon, could sideline him for the entire 2025 season. Even when healthy, his performance has been unconvincing. At various times, the backup quarterbacks who stepped in delivered more consistent performances, raising even more doubts about his ability to lead the team. In addition to on-field struggles, the Browns face a significant financial challenge in potentially moving on from Watson. His contract still includes $92 million in payments over the next 2 seasons, placing a heavy burden on the team's salary cap. This situation makes the selection of a rookie quarterback a more financially attractive and viable option, given the lower cost of rookie contracts in the NFL. Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders emerge as promising options for this transition. Ward, known for his passing accuracy and composure under pressure, has stood out in Miami and is seen as a player with great development potential. Sanders, on the other hand, brings a combination of mobility, game vision, and athletic ability that could add a new dimension to the Browns' offense. The decision to pursue a new quarterback also reflects Cleveland's need for reconstruction and renewal. Since Watson's arrival, the team has failed to achieve the expected results, and the patience of both the fans and management seems to be wearing thin. The selection of a young talent in the draft could represent not only an immediate solution, but also an investment in the franchise's future. Another important factor to consider is the roster around the quarterback position. The Browns have a solid defense and a talented group of receivers, but the inconsistency at the offensive leader position has hindered the team's overall performance. The arrival of a new quarterback could revitalize the offense and bring fresh energy to the team. As discussions about Watson's future continue, it's undeniable that his time in Cleveland will be remembered as one of the most controversial and disappointing chapters in recent NFL history. The franchise's heavy investment, both financially and in draft capital, has not yielded the expected returns, and now the Browns face the difficult decision of moving forward. Regardless of the outcome, Watson's situation serves as a reminder of the complexities involved in major NFL deals. The combination of high expectations, off-field issues, and underwhelming performance has created a challenging scenario for Cleveland, and the upcoming draft pick could be crucial in shaping the team's direction for the coming years. Behind the scenes, the movement already suggests that the franchise is determined to find a new path. The expectation is that the Browns will take a careful approach in selecting their next quarterback, seeking not only talent, but also stability and growth potential. As Watson recovers from yet another injury and his future remains uncertain, Cleveland prepares for a new era. The team's decision in the next draft could be a turning point, shaping not only the upcoming season, but also the current management's legacy and long-term success prospects. This potential change in direction is not just a technical issue, but also an attempt to restore the trust of the fans and the community. After years of frustration and unmet expectations, the choice of a new team leader represents hope for better days ahead. With that, all eyes are on the draft, where the Browns' future will begin to take shape. Meanwhile, Deshaun Watson faces the real possibility of seeing his Cleveland journey come to an end, closing a chapter full of ups and downs in the franchise's history. Stay updated on everything happening with the Cleveland Browns and keep informed about the latest news. Subscribe to the channel to receive all updates directly and make sure you don't miss any important details.